Good afternoon, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our example of a 2012 Holden Commodore Sv6 Series 2 sedan this afternoon. We'll start at the front of the car. You notice running across the front of the bumper bar, all of the grille, finished with a lot of the chrome garnish, light sensitive headlights which we'll touch on later, and factory driving lights down the bottom of the bar. As you can see, front of the car presents in as new condition. Very similar to our stroll down the right hand side of the car, fitted with factory alloy wheels. And the important thing to note with these wheels is there's not a scuff mark on either of these coming down the driver's side, actually fitted with brand new tyres as well. And the Juco, finished as well as the tyres present. Juco's in really good order. I can't actually see a mark on this car down the right hand side. As we move around to the rear of the car, the Sv6 comes standard with the rear spoiler, also chrome tip dual exhaust. Once again finished with all the chrome garnish running along the boot there. Important to note the direct injection technology, which we'll touch on a little bit later as well. Once again, the boot lid, even the boot itself, if I want to be super particular, just a couple of little minor bumps there in the rear bar, but haven't even broken the paint. So very minor cosmetic thing, but worth me just making note of. The left-hand side of the car pretty much presents similar to the right-hand side. Really important, as I mentioned, on the right-hand side of the car, alloy wheels unscuffed, and on the left-hand side here, and I have to be really pedantic, a very minor scuff just on that left front alloy. Once again, as I mentioned, new tyres all round. Juco, the outside of this car for the make and model, presents in exceptional
Moving
order.
under the bonnet of the Sv6 now, a lot to like about this car: performance, economy.
Powered by a 3.6 litre V6 motor, this car will deliver you 9.5 litres combined per 100 k's fuel economy. Based on a 71 litre fuel tank, you're going to get just on 750 kilometres out of a tank of fuel. So the economy's right, but also the output's right as well. 210 kilowatts of power, 350 newton meters of torque. So you've got the performance there when you need it, but you've also got the economy. Moving around to the boot of the Sv6 now, two ways to open the boot. You can just release it by the remote. There is also a manual release in the glove box as well. As you can see, plenty of room in the back of the Commodore. I've even dropped the centre section of the rear seat down, so in the event that you need to store something a little bit longer, you've got the flexibility there as well. In the event of needing to change a tyre in the Commodore, really simple procedure. You just lock the actual carpet cover up out of your way, so you've got really easy access. As you can see, full size spare, and just really easy. In the event that you have to do that, you can. Otherwise, just call the RAC. So moving to the interior of the Commodore now, and we'll run through a lot of the features this car has. As I mentioned earlier, when we're outside the car, and I'll just try and make it accessible for the camera there, light sensitive headlights. It will recognise as it's getting darker in the day and turn those headlights on for you automatically. Our cruise control, all of our buttons are located on the indicator stalk. So you've got all the cruise control from factory, and then just move us back into position. You notice the steering wheel's moving. I do have it unlocked at the moment, so you have the flexibility of having tilt and reach adjustment as well. So you set yourself up where you're nice and comfy. We'll notice also on the steering wheel, leather wrapped mind you, we do have our audio volume control on the right hand side there, and then at the top you have your button for your factory Bluetooth. You will notice it does have the navigation button there, but that was an option from factory. This vehicle doesn't currently have satellite navigation, but there are certainly options we can look at enhancing the car for you when you buy it. On the left hand side, couple of options here. You can control all your audio system purely just by hitting on the button here. It'll take you to FM, AM. Also, being the Series 2 Commodore, you do have Bluetooth and audio streaming as standard. The bottom button here just indicates all your information on your dashboard, basically odometer, range to empty, average speed, average fuel consumption as well. You've got the overspeed function as well, so just in the event you want to set your speed to alert you so you don't get booked. This button here just allows you to scroll through the different stations, or in the event that you're playing your audio streaming scroll through your own songs until you find your favourite. So basically all the information up on your screen there is all controlled by the steering wheel. So from a safety point of view, don't take your eyes off the road. Just moving down through the dashboard here, nice black marble finish. You notice you've got the same controls here for your audio that you have up on your steering wheel. And then we have climate control dual zone air conditioning. We've got it set at the moment at low temperature, basically on the coldest it can be. Average temperature outside at the moment is 28 degrees, as is shown up on the actual multi-function screen there. Now I've got the air conditioning running at fan speed 6, and you notice it's probably not even audible to you, so extremely quiet. At the same time, the car's actually running. So it just goes to show you, the technology and the quality of the Holden. Just moving that back into park there. We do have a manual button to turn the traction control off. And then coming back further through the actual console, you've got buttons to lock and unlock the doors manually. All of our controls for our external power mirrors, and then all of our controls for our electric windows. You do also have the manual override button there to isolate everybody else's switches in the car, just in case you don't want the kids playing with the windows in the back. One thing with the music streaming, it will just bring up that you're streaming your Bluetooth when you are playing music off your phone. But if you do physically plug your phone into the outlet just here inside the console, it will actually then revert to being your iPod, and it'll show you track and artists as well. Illustrated up on that multi-function screen. Important to note in the Series 2 Sv6 that we do have all airbags fitted, so that helps it achieve 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So that's front, side and curtain airbags. So you can be rest assured that the family are extremely safe in this particular car. The other really good thing that we'll touch on is one owner, company owned motor car. So first registered 9th of May 2012. So we're still giving you balance of new car warranty until the 9th of May 2015. So from a peace of mind point of view, you can't get any more reassurance that you're buying a really good motor car. And on top of that, just to give you even more satisfaction, the service history, absolutely perfect, all the way up to current mileage. And of course our service department's also carried out the current intermediate service, which wasn't technically required, only having travelled 6,000 k's since the 60k service. But we're extremely thorough when we prepare our cars. So in summary, some really important things to take note of. 5-star ANCAP safety rating, does also have a 4-star greenhouse emission rating. So safe car, user-friendly car as far as the environment goes. I think that car just reversing out does need a fan belt alteration. 9.5 litres per 100 k's, 210 kilowatts, 350 newton meters of torque, awesome WD-40. New tyres, factory alloys, rear spoiler. This example of an Sv6 is just a screamer. Hope this has helped you get an idea of the quality of our car, and if you've got any further questions, feel free to give us a call, 99070555, and have a great day.